Sometimes, right? So sometimes we'll get equations like this and we have to solve it using a substitution technique, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna find a way to substitute y in here. And then, well, we need dy dx as well, right? So in order to get dy dx, right? In order to get dy dx, we're going to differentiate this. Remember, these are two functions in x, right? So to differentiate and get dy dx, we write back b, we are using product rule, right? We write b, the differential of x is 1 plus the differential of v. The differential of v is dv dx, right? And then we write back x. So it means that dy dx is equal to v plus dv dx by x, right? You run, right? So you have this here. So now we are going to substitute this, and then we're going to substitute y is vx, right? Remember, it's a substitution technique. So by substituting this in here and simplifying, the integral the differential is supposed to get simpler. Okay? So I'm going to put y in there. Y is v by x. I'm going to put dy dx. Dy dx is this. Dy dx is v plus dv dx. Right? Eventually, grant you. Well, you can do this. Again, you can do this. Right? Equal to x squared plus what, Arian? Right? And y squared is what? Vx all squared, right? So we can multiply this out. We'll end up with vx squared by v plus dv dx by x is equal to x squared plus v squared x squared. Right? If we want right here, we can divide out by x squared. You'll see that? I can divide this by x squared, divide this by x squared. So I'll get v by v plus dv dx dot x is equal to 1 plus v squared. Yep. When I square this out, I'll get v squared. I'll get v squared plus dv dx. V by this is this. V by this is vx is 1 plus v squared. What am I v squared? Divish? What am I v squared here? Y to cancel out. Huh? Right? So this will cancel with this. And it will end up with. So tell me here, Ariane, how are we going to solve this here? This thing now. Right? The v squared cancel out and we get in dv dx multiplied by vx is 1. What I'm going to do here, Ariane? That's not it. Go Ariane, come up with it. Ariane, what are we going to do here? Can we do anything? At the beginning of this topic, we did something. Anybody? Huh? Facts? No, something else. At the beginning of, and there's a first order. So there's something that we have to do. There are two things that we learned when we had first order. Right? Very good, Rihanna. Rihanna said separate the variables. Right? Right? Separate the variables. Right? So we have a first order. I can bring the x on this side. So I'll get 1 on x, dx, and I would have v dv. You're seeing that? I bring the x on this side and I bring the x on this side. Right, Ashley? And I integrate in here. What's the integral of this? V squared on 2. And what's the integral of this? Right? Slight problem. Is that a good solution? Can I stop there? No. So I come back here now. Right? So as I come back here now, and since v is equal to y on x, I can make a substitution here. Y on x squared all over 2 is actually I'm multiplying everything by 2, right? So I don't have a problem. Y on x all squared is equal to 2 ln x plus 2c. Okay with that? And then what to do? Carry across this squared, and we'll get the square roots of this whole thing. And then carry across the x. So we will get x by the square root of 2 ln x plus 2c. That's okay? So I showed you how to use this substitution to make this integral simpler. That's all. Okay, and I'll give you some substitution. Right? This is not so popular. It came once out of 10 years, but it's still good for you to know what to do. All right. Now you got one more to do. Gotta give you one. 5 minutes finished. We have 5 minutes. Plus, I'll come upstairs later. I have about 15 minutes. We have to. Why at the cavity? I'll tell you what I'm talking about. He's dropping you here before 5, and he's coming upstairs here. After 5:15, I'm taking over. Right? If you find some time, do 2017, number 6 party. I'll take a pic and send it to you. Right? This brings us to the end of differential. So the next thing we're doing is making. Right? During the holiday is really important. We're doing plenty problems. For those who are not doing apply, people that do it struggle with that. Huh? Yeah, MPR and CR. But it could be a little more. If you do not apply, then MPR. MCR. Oh, so it means I online copy that down. I will